I really did my best, and to the last moment I decided to run as president. As everyone knows, na I've lost my party.
Hanggang sa huling sandali, sinikap ni Fernando na ipagpaliban ng botohan pero isinantabi ang kanyang hiling.
At si Defense Secretary Gilbert Teodoro nga po ang napili ng partidong Lakas Kampi CMD para maging standard bearer nila sa halalan sa 2010.
The merger of the Lakas and the Kampi actually became a flag of convenience, a party of convenience. And actually, that one, we've lost all reason to ask anyone for loyalty.
I therefore move that we table and thoroughly discuss the selection process. Our loyalty and love for the party must come first before our own personal ambitions.
Kung buo yung Lakas, I would have a better chance of making it as its standard bearer. Because I was more loyal, like no one can dispute that. I was more loyal than the other. And but they have set aside loyalty. As far as I know, Lakas is practically done. It's nabura yung partido na yun. Looking for a party, and I'm looking for a vice president, pumunta ako kay Dick Gordon. Kinukumbinsi ko siya para mag-vice president. Kasi si Dick Gordon na lang ang ang natitira. Si Dick Gordon na lang ang natitira. Lahat may vice presidents na sila.
I had already decided to run for president. And Bayani Fernando came down to us. He's a good friend of mine. He's very forthright and straightforward.
Matagal ko ng kaibigan yan. Sa kanya, sinukumbinsi ko siya. Ang nangyari, ako nakumbinsi niya.
And he said he wanted to run for president. I said, I too want to run for president. And he said, I have a helicopter, I have an airplane, we could be ready. And he says, well, I said, I have more experience than you do. I have more of a track record than you do. I know foreign policy, because I was vice chairman of the Committee on Foreign Policy. We will need that. And I say that I've been around the block. He ended up being convinced. It was a little harder to convince Marites.
Talaga siya na nagsabi ng kanyang mga qualifications niya for the job. And so, yun na lang.
Ginulat po ni Senador Richard Gordon at MMDA Chairman Bayani Fernando ang publiko sa biglaan nilang pag-aanunsyo ng kanilang tambalan kasabay ng paghahain ng candidacies kaninang umaga.
In spite of his visage, he's very humble. You know, I've heard him say, I learned this from Dick Gordon. He would say that on TV and radio. That impressed me. Because in this country, palaging we try to bring down other people.
I believe that he's better than I. Better than I. He has got more experience in public service. 33 years.
And I said, you and I are going to change the mindset of our people. For a change, we're not going to elect legislators who have done nothing, who have shown nothing. We are both coming from our communities where we can tell our public, hindi kami tumatakbo ng Pangulo ng Pilipinas o Vice Presidente ng Pilipinas, kundi namin inayos muna yung aming bakuran.
Pero marami kaming pinagkakapareho. No? Ang ama niya naging mayor, ang ama ko naging mayor, siya naging mayor, ako naging mayor, asawa niya naging mayor, asawa ko naging mayor. No? At naging sekretary siya ng kabinete, ako yung naging sekretary ng kabinete. Naging administrador siya ng Development Authority, yung Subic Base. Ako ay naging administrador din ng Development Authority, the MMDA. No? Pero siya naging member siya ng CONCON at naging senador siya. Ako hindi. And ako ay 17 and a half years lang in public service. So, is more senior.
Look at all the people running against us. Look at Tarlac. In spite of all the people out there, the same families, they have not changed Tarlac. Look at all the other people, like Las Piñas. It's so crowded and all that. And yet, what is the record? Speaker? Senate President? What is the record? People have got to look at the record of people who are running. We have a president who is running again, who was ousted. And yet, he's there challenging our people again to elect him. To my mind, I said, we have the best record. We may not have all the resources, but the resources that we need are the most important. That is leadership, results, integrity.
Pareho kami ng political will. Yung political will na yon na susi sa maayos na pamamahala.
But we are here to transform the nation. Pwede niyo na kaming tawagin the Transformers. Kami ang dalawang magkasama na magta-transform ng bansa. Kaya itawag namin nga dito pink and blue. Blue and pink. No?
Tulay kami. Tulay sa pag-unlad.
Tama yan.
Parang footbridge tayo.
Talaga.
Blue and pink.
Blue and pink.
Maraming bagay na kami nakakahawig.
In no uncertain terms, I support the VFA. I don't know why we have an inferiority complex with America. We have 3 million people out there. And we have a leverage if we have a relationship with them. And besides, look at our Air Force. It's become so decrepit. It's all air and no force. And we need the support of our allies.
The Visiting Forces Agreement to me is okay.
I'm not just for peace. I'm for progress in Mindanao.
Regarding the insurgency problem, somehow, siguro, tigasan na natin.
The reproductive health bill can be fine-tuned.
Use of artificial contraceptives, I go by the precepts of my religion. I'm a Roman Catholic.
We must allow choice for our people. You cannot say, go to Vatican roulette. I respect that because I'm a Catholic. But at the same time, they must have the right to choose which methods, other than abortion, which I disavow.
Go for natural methods.
What is my opinion on homosexuality? Well, it's not their choice. They were born that way. I respect that.
On homosexuality, I'm a very liberal. To me, I don't take it against anyone, or I look at homosexuals as co-equals. No?
If they do so in public, that will scandalize the public. I think, it's just like public display of affection, and people are not used to it. You're fighting convention. They have a problem. I don't have a problem with that.
I don't think it would need a special seat in Congress, like the party list, to represent them, because I would go by them. Maybe a big part of the population or a big part of that Congress, you'll never know. No? Many of those seated in Congress now may be homosexuals, no? Or at least partly effeminate.
Tama-tama lang. Siya ang kuya. No? At ako ay Diko. At siya ang unang presidente. Pangako mo, ako susunod.
Countries are not great, don't become great in one term. We do have a chance to show continuity in this country by making sure that after I'm president, after that exposure, you can be president. Then we'll have to look for somebody else who will continue.
So far, ang tingin ko, the combination is kind of, could be a game changer.
We're proud of our ticket. We have something to offer you, to our country.